Welcome to Trash Talk. I'm Lane.
And I'm Chase.
I'm D.
Naked Jeff.
Naked Jeff. Welcome to the pandemic online streaming services.
Social distance.
I'm fucking tired of this. I'm tired of COVID.
Yeah. I mean, that's understandable.
Is the elbow room going to open back up for you, Jeff?
Probably never. The Leavenworth bar closed. Did you guys know that?
No.
Like,
I know it's open.
good?
Yeah. It's for sale.
You going to buy it?
No.
I
I
mean,
never went in that bar. Was it cool?
It's weird. I mean, it's not weird. Like, it was pretty clean, I think. Like, but it just felt cold in there. Like, it wasn't very inviting.
Like someone was going to kill you?
Yeah. No, just like, I don't know, like, just not friendly and welcoming, you know?
What's that bar that we went by that one time? You said them bikers were there and they're going to beat you up. You were with Shayna.
What? What are you talking about?
It's right off of 42nd Street, right next to the interstate.
Oh, the Grover Inn?
Yeah.
No, the Grover Inn. Yeah.
No, they all got coronavirus and died, so he's good now.
They actually got a ticket for being open during the quarantine.
oh, that's what I was going to ask. What bars are open?
Well, like, what do you mean? That are serving like curbside shit or what?
No, bars that are allowing patrons to come in and sit at the bar, you know?
You can't. It's illegal.
Yeah,
But-
cops are even cracking down on being in parks right now.
Yeah.
That's true. So that one got ticketed for being open when they shouldn't have been?
Yeah, it was like right after the quarantine stuff went into place. Like somebody called them in. I think it was still during when you could have 10 people in the bar.
Oh.
Huh.
Did you guys go to any bars when it was you could still have 10 people?
I tried to
No.
go to Underwood. But
When?
like right when they were getting ready to close, I texted the owner
Yeah.
and he said, I'm not going to close it until they make me. And like a day later, they were closed.
Yep, they made him.
It's his American right.
It's my American right to support the economy with my life. I'm a patriot.
So they going to open shit back up or what?
Apparently, the mall is opening.
That's fucking stupid, I think.
Yeah, I think it's stupid too. But
The whole Trump's putting together that economic team to talk about reopening stuff. Mark Cuban's on it. Mark Cuban found out that he was on it by watching the news on TV. No one even informed him. So
Wow.
I'm sure they got their shit together.
It's a good start.
Have you guys heard about how Trumpists believe that Bill Gates
my
used
internet sucks.
coronavirus to put implant brain chips into people?
Sorry, repeat.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of those stories.
Bill Gates I think he's committed something like $100 million to open up 7 factories to manufacture the vaccine whenever they are able to make one, so that they're ready to go and scale up real fast. And there's a whole conspiracy that is going to include microchips that will implant themselves into your brain, and then they can track you. And not that they're not already doing that with their cell phone, but
No shit. Like that's the thing that gets me is like they're actively working on that in the White House right now, and everybody thinks it's fucking Bill Gates out here trying to microchip them. Like, come on.
yeah, he's been promoting, well, not promoting, but trying to raise awareness of pandemics for the last 15 years. And
Right.
he gave a whole big TED talk a few years ago about this exact scenario. And now he's the scapegoat.
Right. Well, I mean that's how it goes, right? Accuse others of what you're actually doing yourself.
Well, Trump has a new person or country or something to blame every other day.
Yeah, definitely.
First, it was Democratic hoax. Then it was a great job done by the Chinese. Then it was the Chinese fault. Where are we at today? Who's he blaming now?
The WHO, it's the World Health.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's right.
He took
Yeah.
the money away from them.
Yep.
Yeah, take away money from an organization that's supposed to help in these exact scenarios while we're going through it.
Right. And all the evidence points to Trump knowing about this well beforehand, and he did nothing about it. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, he had the closed door meetings to let all of his Republican friends know what was happening so they could cash out their stocks
right.
before they announced anything publicly.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's crazy to me that even with all that knowledge out there, everybody's still like, oh, this is totally the Democrats' fault.
Them and their stupid hand sanitizer.
Right? Like, let's just get on with it. Like, let these people die already. I want to go back to the bar.
Well, that's what the Republicans are pushing. Hey, sacrifice yourself for the economy.
Right.
We don't have a story about this, but what about the protests that they're doing in Michigan and other states?
Well, did you hear what Trump? Sorry.
Yeah.
Did you hear what Trump said today?
No, I did not hear what Trump said.
Fucking, he's encouraging people in Michigan and Virginia to go out and protest because their Second Amendment rights are in danger. He said, "Liberate your states."
What?
Go liberate your states.
That makes no sense.
There's a whole article I read about this today where effectively what Jeff's saying and then so earlier this week, Trump came out and said he has total power and total control over doing whatever he wants. And immediately when those words left his mouth, a bunch of people on both sides of the aisle were like, no, you don't. That's like the First Amendment. You don't have that power. And then all the governors of states were like, no, you can't tell us what to do. So now the whole play is let's get people riled up and put pressure on their governors to do what the people are saying.
Yeah. That's why the states are banding together now.
Ted.
Well, you got all those West Coast states like California, Washington, and Oregon. They kind of had this whole state pact they started putting together last week. And I don't remember the name of the governor of California. Newsom. I think it was him. I don't remember the words he used, but he said effectively he slipped in some kind of lingo or legal mumbo jumbo and made it saying that we're not getting enough federal support, so we're going to look out for ourselves. And what he said, when you read into it, kind of made it alluded to, if we're not going to get federal support when we need it, then we're not going to give the federal government as much tax money. Then we're going to operate independently. They're the world's California in and unto itself is the world's 5th largest economy.
Good boy, Chad.
And basically they're holding that above Trump's head to say, well, you're not going to help us, then fuck you. You're not getting a piece of this pie.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Like, how could they do that? You know what I mean? Like, like they're just going to secede?
No, that wasn't what he was saying, but
I mean, basically, if you're not
what's going on since the 60s about more autonomy for states, and it's been a big West Coast thing for a while, supposedly. And he's kind of floating that out there and saying, the point of the federal government is to help out with crises like this, or a big job of it. And if you're going to drop the ball, then we're going to operate more independently because we can't trust you to be there for us. So why should we do anything to help you?
I just think that's dangerous. Like, we're supposed to be a union, you know what I mean?
I don't think it's anything to do with
what's that?
I don't think it has anything to do with seceding. It's just operating more independently from the federal government.
Yeah, I know, but you know what I mean? That seems like a pretty slippery slope. Like, pretty soon, you know, every state is like, you know what, fuck it, we're gonna do whatever we want. Like, the Democrat is in office, all the Republican states are like, fuck it, we're not doing anything they say. Fuck the EPA rules, fuck this, fuck that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, the Republican governors or people are usually the ones that are screaming about state rights, you know?
well, yeah, I mean, it's it's all
Turning a
about
lot of
state
things
rights
upside
and
down.
all about state rights until fucking they're in control.
I'll be curious if anything happens with voting rights out of all this. Trump came out with that quote that said, if we open up voting rights even more, you're never going to see another Republican elected again. And it's like, isn't that the whole point of a democracy, is to get as many people to vote as possible?
It's like
Not
you're
here.
Yeah, you're not supposed to say that out loud, though. You know.
Yeah, we sure did, though.
No.
Yeah. Trump says a lot of stuff out loud he's not supposed to say, but everybody's like, well, we already knew it anyway, so fuck it.
All right. So, what else about Trump?
Well, his candidate he was supporting in Wisconsin lost despite getting help from the courts with their voting. They tried to get their I don't remember which vote they were casting, if it was for governor or
Supreme Court.
Well, I think, was it a Supreme Court vote? The state Supreme Court?
It was a state
Supreme Court. I know that position was open, but I thought it was more like they had some state seats open, and those people elect the Supreme Court of the state.
Second paragraph. The reason for the focus on the race was protecting a state Supreme Court seat held by conservative Justice Daniel Kelly. And it was the state Supreme Court that said, yeah, go ahead and vote on that Tuesday or whatever. So, real safe.
Right. But it's surprising to me that the Republicans wanted to go ahead with the vote, because this virus is more deadly to the older population. You know what I mean? Like, if anything, it probably suppressed their voters more than.
I think the same article actually gets in and talks about exactly what you're saying.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Towards the end, they'll talk about how it kind of backfired on them effectively, because you have a lot more younger people tend to be more leaning toward the left.
Right.
They're out there voting.
Yeah. I'd like to see some stats that say, the people that showed up and who stayed home.
I found Trump's quote ridiculous, where they were asking about voting through the mail. And he said, oh, if you do that, you're going to have illegal voting like you have never seen before. And he went on to say that you wouldn't believe it, people bring in thousands and thousands of people to their living rooms to vote. It's like, yeah, the average American has a living room that can support thousands.
Well, there's it's so much easier to fake it when you're a liar. Just like when if you were going to a polling place with a mask on, that's could easily be election fraud. Oh, hey, Ryan Hansen said, "What's up, boys?"
What's up, Ryan?
What's up?
All right.
Stay down. Stay down.
What do you guys think the odds are of them allowing people to vote by mail if COVID is still really hanging on through the summer?
0.
Yeah, I can't really see it happening either.
I think you'll see it in certain states. States have control over their voting, so you'll see it some places. But
states do that. Washington's one of them.
Yeah, Colorado is all vote by mail. Colorado already is. But
yeah, I read some stats about voter fraud through mail, and while it's slightly higher than voting in person, it's still astronomically low. It's way, way, way less than even 1%. It's like 1% of 1%.
Yeah.
I think the study I read said they went something back like the last 15 years or something along those lines, and they'd only ever found 31 confirmed cases of voter fraud in general.
Yeah.
Across all elections, federal elections at least.
I bet it's higher than you think, though. Like, how are you going to prove voter fraud in a mail-in ballot? A signature, I guess.
Well, you got the paper tracing.
You just have to prove where it went to the right,
Mm.
address or whatever.
I get that, but like, so let's say there's 4 people living in a house, right? A dad and his wife and 2 kids who are of voting age, right?
Yeah, with
What's
the
the
pandemic.
stop? Right. What's to stop one of those people from filling out all the ballots? That's voter fraud as well.
Yeah, but at least it's not like they're copying them. You only get 4 votes for that per household.
For sure, you're not stuffing the box, but you're still, you know what I mean?
That's like
One person is getting 4 votes.
That's a domestic dispute, though, more than anything.
It's still voter fraud, like any way you look at it. So that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I mean, there's egregious things like making up fake people and, creating extra ballots and blah, blah, blah. But I mean, voter fraud is, stealing somebody's vote as well.
Yeah. Should we just, I don't know, let everyone vote maybe and not be a big deal about it?
I think it should just be like a national holiday, right? And like fucking have polling places everywhere. Like, you just walk in and do it. Like, should be easy as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree.
Like,
You should just get a day off work and be able to vote, or at the very least get like a half day or something. If they got more polling places, you don't have to wait in line as long.
Make
people
it multiple days.
What? I don't know why it can't just be an app or an email. Like,
I think there's a big fear of digitizing it because it can be really difficult it can be hacked. That's the big fear. Although my census stuff I did online this year, but they give you a unique code in the mail to do it online, and you have to input that code. And once you fill out your information and submit, I would assume that code is effectively destroyed. Can't be reused. Although that doesn't necessarily stop anybody from, stealing from my mailbox. Fill out what the hell they want, but.
So what if you had the same thing and you could always, you have to be able to check the results online. Like, you could go look at your vote. Everyone could go look at their vote and see, did it get counted or whatever. That's the only way to do it. Make it all public. Just put it on your Facebook profile.
Yeah. I don't know much about internet security, but yeah, if it was all public like that. Although I think part of the thing with voting, though, is you can vote your conscience without having to worry about people knowing what you did.
Yeah.
Or who you voted for.
Would that suppress the vote by making it public?
There'd probably be a privacy concern argument. But if you could go in and see what your vote was, and only you could access that, versus looking at everybody else's, but to see only to confirm that your vote is what you wanted. I'm sure, as far as internet piracy type stuff goes, though, I mean, somebody could falsify that stuff and display whatever they want for you to see and still change the log or whatever. I mean, that'd be some pretty complicated shit, I'm sure, but I'm not a hacker, but.
Yeah. So let me ask you this, though. Are you guys going to vote? I got my mail-in ballot application.
Yeah, I actually got to put in my stuff for the mail-ins.
Which is dumb because it doesn't look like you can do it without dropping it off.
You got to take it to a specific place to drop it off, or you just mail it?
Probably the office or mail it, and I don't have stamps. So
don't those usually come with whatever pre-stamped stuff on there?
No, it's not stamped. Place stamp here.
You got to pay for your vote.
Oh yeah, America's not free.
Costs $1.95.
Yeah, but are you guys gonna vote in the primary?
I can't. I'm registered independent.
Okay. I was gonna consider not doing it, but then I was like, you know what? I kind of have to.
Sanders or Biden?
It's Biden. He's the only one in.
You can still vote for Bernie. if you
What
wanted to.
I did that last time. I don't want to do it again. So, next topic. Chase, you ready for this?
What's wrong with Jeff's? Is it slow or what?
It's all fucked up.
What happened there?
It's the mustache.
Like for a lot of this conversation, all I've been hearing is like bling, 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 just like voices echoing.
You want to refresh?
There it is again.
You want to refresh? And
what does that mean?
Then I'll drop you back in. Yeah.
Bye.
Bing, bing. Let's just say that when he comes back.
Bing, bing, bing.
Bing, bing.
Bing.
Yeah.
Bang, bang, bang.
Just banging on you. God, Chase never mutes his microphone.
We're gonna have to listen to him shit now.
No, he's gone. So,
well, while we're waiting on him, there was one other topic we had on the dock here. There's a lot of conspiracy theories going on about the origins of coronavirus, and the U.S. military chief came out and said the weight of evidence strongly suggests that COVID-19 did not originate in a lab, which has been a big rumor going around that the Chinese invented it in a lab, which there is a chemical lab or something like that, biolab in Wuhan province. The Chinese came out and said the U.S. military or government created it themselves. There's even rumors that what's the new internet connection? Not G5.
Yeah, 5G. 5G.
5G. Yeah, that 5G causes coronavirus.
It also causes burns on your body too.
Yeah. 5G actually runs on the same frequency as radio waves. So if that was the case, there'd have been coronavirus over 100 years ago.
I mean, it's a different wavelength, but yeah, it is just a radio wave. That's for sure.
So we started it?
America?
Yeah.
I don't know. What does this article say, Derek?
The article is specific to it originating in a Chinese lab of some sort, but the genetic testing they've done on it, they said strongly suggests that it did not originate from any lab anywhere. It's naturally occurring. Really, nobody seems to know where it comes from. I think it came maybe from an animal, but to be honest, who knows?
This animal?
No, there's bats is one idea. Then there's something called a pangolin, I think. Not penguin, but like pangolin.
Yeah, the armadillo thing.
Sort of thing. Nobody knows though for sure. I mean, viruses pop up and stuff. If every virus existed, of course, the cross of time, we'd have them all cataloged. It's like things mutate, change, things happen.
Yeah,
And
that's where.
Ass.
What, Chase?
So it probably came from eating ass.
Bat ass?
Yeah, came from your dirty dick, I bet.
The only cure is more grape because he's got the antibodies.
Patient zero right here.
Yeah, you want the cure? Come over.
What, do you have to eat your ass?
Yep.
Are you talking shit to me? Because I can't hear anything.
No, I'm talking shit to everybody.
Well, Grape said you need to use your tongue as a syringe, insert it into his butt for the cure.
Bling, 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 bling.
Probably just got a really shitty computer.
Yeah.
No, it's this shitty fucking app.
It's not an app, man. It's a website. You sound fine.
Whatever, it sucks. I had to do these all the time for school and shit, and I never have problems with it.
It takes a lot of computing power. What, Chase?
Journey has maggots all over him crawling.
I got an Intel Core 5 fucking quad processor over here, bro. I'm fucking
It's an i7.
burning the wheels off this thing. What?
Mine's an i7.
Yeah, but how's your
Oh,
Wi-Fi?
Jesus.
You got a good connection?
You got
It's top of the line, bro.
if you have a wired way
I'm
of
trusting
doing
by
it,
the mustache like that.
that's what you need to do. Wire it up.
Hey, I love looking at porn, and I think you know what kind of porn. It just fucking I gotta have good internet, so trust it.
No, I don't know what kind of porn.
You could guess. You'd probably be right.
Mustache porn.
Dog porn.
Yeah.
Dale Earnhardt porn.
No.
Damn.
Race car porn. Yeah.
Oh man, we have 4 people watching us right now. In
All
the
right.
in the chat, let us all know what kind of porn you think Dale Earnhardt watches.
Dale Gephardt.
Jeff Hart.
What's that next topic? Then?
What's that?
What's the next topic? The good one.
You want to get to your topic?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jeff and Dee's gonna like this. It's pretty funny.
Let's do it.
A 64-year-old man accidentally ejected himself from a fighter jet.
I saw this. It was a surprise for him from his coworkers.
Yeah, they just kind of thought they'd do a little joyride in the jet. And
It was a fighter jet too, and not just like a jet airplane. It's like a fighter jet, military grade.
yeah,
He didn't want to go up, but they made him.
it says it goes 870 miles an hour. Jesus.
Yeah, the worst part I think for him was when he ejected and the canopy flew off. He didn't have his helmet strapped on properly, so shortly after he was in the air, his helmet actually flew off. He probably got horrible windburn on his face.
Yeah, going 800
He
miles.
landed the plane without the canopy.
Damn.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, the pilot actually had injuries related, to flying something at 700 miles per hour in the air.
So it says he had a really bad heartbeat when it started.
He had a Fitbit or something like that on, and he was afraid of heights or something like that, and he did it because they kind of goaded him into it, and then he just freaked out when it started going, and supposedly he was like grabbing onto his seat, having a panic attack basically, and triggered the ejection seat.
Well, at least he got out of it.
He was like a 64-year-old man too. Yeah, right there, 64-year-old man.
What a fucking stud, man. It's fucking flying.
You think he shit his pants?
Who's making all that noise?
Sorry.
Is that Liz in the back?
Yeah.
But yeah, I would honestly, if I was in a jet pilot and I saw the button,
If you were in a jet pilot, what kind of shit or porn are you into?
if I was in a jet, plane like that, and I saw the eject button, wouldn't you be tempted to push it?
I'm tempted to push all buttons.
No, I'm
No.
away from it.
No,
It has to say eject right on it, I bet, don't it?
I'm sure it's like a big red lever or
Well, it's on
something.
the side of his seat, so it's probably kind of hard to torque your head and look down at it, and they probably don't put it in the most accessible place either, just to prevent accidents like that.
I don't think so. I bet it's right there, right by your right or left hand. Like
He reached down underneath his seat, was just grabbing onto stuff.
right.
And,
So it's gotta be right.
Right there.
You want it to be readily accessible, you know what I mean? I bet it's like when you try to lay down the seat in your car, I bet it's like right there.
Yeah, but you think you think you gotta really pull it, like it's
Yeah. I bet you don't just bump it and the fucker goes off.
yeah.
Do you think a bird shit on him?
It's probably just like a recliner.
Take your feet back.
Boom, case is rejected.
Kick your feet way back.
Do a couple somersaults on the way out. That'd be tight.
Kicks you out of the fucking seat. Like,
So did that guy die or what?
No, he was fine.
Hey, he lived, man.
Really?
He didn't have any problems. I think, like I said, his helmet he didn't have strapped on appropriately. So when he ejected, his helmet flew off, So I think he had like windburn type injuries, but nothing crazy. The pilot landed the plane without the canopy.
It was intact.
Oh, I got coronavirus. And then, but the pilot had more injuries than the guy that ejected himself.
Yeah, it says that he got hit by some debris when it all happened.
I'm kind of surprised, like, if one guy ejects, why wouldn't both? I mean, thank God they didn't. Otherwise, the plane just would have crashed.
I guess
Who knows?
It was supposed to. It was supposed to eject both of them.
Oh, and you think he like held on?
He's just like, lands the
He
plane.
was scared to land and shit, I guess, because he thought he was going to get ejected at any time.
Jesus, that would be scary. Oh, Jeff's changing locations here.
You're not going to pull your wiener out, are you?
Yeah, I was actually going to show you my ass.
All right, make it quick.
This where coronavirus came from?
Liz came home, and that's just not going to work out being out there.
Yeah, that's fine. Hey, I was thinking we should do a girlfriend stream sometime.
Nah.
We did a podcast with the ladies one time before.
That's a horrible idea.
I think we should have a mustache cast.
Well, you guys would all win. So I'm not shaving the beard.
You're afraid.
Yeah, do it. Have a mustache, Journey.
I just got so much like, I don't know. Maybe. We'll see.
Your beard looks like it's filled with maggots.
Yeah.
If I'm going to have to keep wearing a mask, I might have to shave the beard, honestly.
You got to wear a mask when you're at work?
I'm probably
Yes.
supposed to quite a few times. Well,
They
it's-
say that during this time of pandemic, you should not have facial hair, especially large beards.
Large beards. Mustaches are okay.
Yeah, they prevent things from going into your nostrils. It's like a filter just built
Yeah.
in.
Yep.
yeah, soup strainer.
I'm like a whale filtering krill.
You spill soup in your beard, it comes out water at the other end.
Yeah.
Yeah, essentially. But you have to suck it through your nose.
Drinking water.
If I pour antifreeze in my beard, it comes out water on this side.
That's
Wow.
great.
Yeah, you can drink it. It's good. Tastes like Kool-Aid.
What about when cum gets in your beard?
Come?
Yeah.
I just make you lick it out.
I've got a baby on the other side.
I was thinking like piss. Does it filter piss?
Haven't tried it.
Liar.
Hey, they
Um,
did make a pool baby one time.
no.
Yeah, I'm over
Yeah,
here.
you did.
On to the next topic. Have you heard that the WWE is essential?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you guys been watching Raw?
Even though they've had, I'm aware of only one confirmed case. I think it was a female wrestler, but I wouldn't be surprised if it had more than one so far.
Was there anybody besides the wrestlers there?
No, it was empty.
Okay.
They were just filming it, essentially.
Aren't they though doing an event, or is this the oh god, what the hell is it? Is the fighting league? What, either WWF or
no.
the fighting leagues? They got that private island they rented out, and they're actually going to have people in the stands.
Dana White. That's UFC.
UFC, yeah, he's good friends with Trump.
Yeah.
He was going to get like a private island, hold an event, and I think they're planning on having fans and everything there.
I can't see them having fans yet like that. But
So there's no
Right.
legal authority there.
Right.
that's true. You think Epstein will be there?
Probably.
Good.
Yeah.
He killed himself.
I heard private island.
He suicided himself.
He wanted to go to the wrestling match so bad, he suicided himself.
Yeah.
Their fans are going to be like kids.
They had that guy. I don't remember what state he was in. He was talking about essential services. Oh, he might have been a representative from one of the parcel delivery places like Amazon or FedEx. He was bitching about, we're delivering all this shit that's just bullshit. It's not an essential service. And he goes on to talk about how he's had to deliver sex toys. He's like, "Oh, right, essential service."
That's essential. You need that kind of stuff.
That was the protester you're talking about, right?
Might have been an Amazon worker. Yeah, like one of the. I don't know if they have a union or not, but some rep of that sort.
Wait, how's he know it's a sex toy?
Because they have to pull it off the shelves,
Oh shit!
package it up, package that package.
I thought it was just the driver. The driver tested it out first.
Test it
That's
out
what I do.
first.
That's what I do.
No.
I knew you were gay, Chase.
Hey, what I
That's
say?
how that COVID got spread. That's a 4 gauge. I don't even have to look at it. I can feel it.
Okay.
4 gauge. What?
Oh, some sort of dick size D knows about. I don't know.
I think that's in reference to butt plug sizes.
Oh yeah. Okay.
See, the guy with the mustache knows.
Hey, I watched a lot of porn.
Yeah,
What do
you
you
did
think?
say that already.
That's an essential service.
Yeah, they started requiring masks full time on our job site today. Everybody.
Everybody.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a feeling it's gonna happen.
It's quite unfortunate.
Why?
I fucking hate it. Like, if it's that unsafe that I need to wear a mask 24/7, just shut this motherfucker down. Like, it's not that important.
That's true.
Yeah.
You got that union job, though.
That's what I mean. That's what pisses me off more about it is, like, I can't believe the union hall hasn't fucking called down there and been like, hey, like, either you got to pay these guys more an hour or you need to fucking furlough them. Like, one or the other. Like,
Or do a little bit better of planning who's on the job site at a time, you know?
there's just no way to do that. Like, there's fucking 200 dudes there every day. Like, you can't have just the flooring guys there. You know what I mean? Like, and
What if-
even then, like,
What if
If
you
you
start
had-
working shift schedules, you know?
well, what are you gonna? I mean, so there's if you split it into 3 shifts, you know what I mean? Like, there's still 200 people. Like, you're still gonna be over the amount. You know what I mean? Like,
Where's
and that's
this
why.
at?
What's that?
You're at the hospital?
At the VA hospital. Yeah, we're building that new building.
Oh fuck, is that even safe there?
I mean, we're not around any patients like that. We're connected to the main building, but like, there's no patients at all. But
Oh.
I mean, just being around 200 dudes all day long, you know what I mean? Like, there's no hand washing stations. Like,
Wow.
Oh, that's stupid.
yeah,
They don't have sanitizer out?
there is, but like, I don't know. You got to wear gloves all day long, right? So how do you wash those gloves?
Yeah,
Get new ones every day.
Like, every fucking second.
No, it's not any good anymore.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just pointless. Like, I don't know. Obviously, I wash my hands and stuff when I get home from work, but like, during the day, it's just kind of like, well,
So have they sent older workers home?
no. And that's the other thing is, like, they're ramping up the hours right now because the job's behind. So,
So they just got every middle-aged man
oh yeah,
production
yeah.
trade out there.
There's one guy I've talked to about it. It's just like, you know, if you get this, it'll probably kill you. And he's like, yeah, I'm well aware. And he's working the overtime this weekend. You know, just like,
Sounds like they just care about the money.
well, he does a little bit, but the other thing is like, the way our health insurance works is, yes, it's all paid for you, but you have to work so many hours a month to get it. And everything you work over that threshold gets put into a savings account for you, basically, up to 6 months worth of premiums. He just had knee surgery, had his knee replaced, and used up all his hour bank. And so he can't take any time off because he won't have health insurance, and it's $900 a month to pay the Cobra to continue his insurance. And the dude is a year away from retiring. Like, it just like, I would feel so bad for. I mean, one, him dying would be terrible, anyways. But like, be a year away from fucking retirement and not, you know,
Yeah,
not
not to be able to take a break.
in the economy though, if he sacrifices himself.
Well, definitely. I mean, at least
Okay,
we're one beer or we're one death closer to going back to the bar.
You think? I mean, a lot of people that shit would happen to, but you think a lot of people are really willing to just sacrifice themselves for the economy like that?
Fox
I mean,
News.
Yeah, I think every Trump supporter is.
So is he a Trump supporter?
Oh, big time, big time.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they'll name the hospital after him.
I doubt it.
Or the Union Hall could put up a plaque.
They should. All the dudes that contracted on the job site and fucking die, like they should get a plaque.
Yeah. But honestly, though, if one person contracts it on that job site, it's shut down, right?
Oh no, I doubt it.
Oh, I bet they have to. Just like those pork plants and everything are shut down right
If that was
now.
the case, though, Lane, you'd be seeing construction jobs across the country getting shut down.
Right. And
I'm
also,
sure workers have gotten it, and it ain't changing.
it also took multiple people to die at those plants before they shut them down. Like, I think it got to the point where they shut them down because the workers were going to walk out. Like
the Tyson chicken factory, and I mean, you're dealing with food too that people are going to consume.
Right, and that's the other thing that's scary to me is just like this thing started in a wet market, and all of our meat processing plants are still open, and we're sending infected individuals in there to work. Like, what's to say that meat doesn't get contaminated and we get it from that?
Yeah, can it stay in the food like that?
I don't know. I mean, they say it originated in the wet market. I mean, like, what's to say it can't?
In good conditions for the virus, it can stay in the air for like 4 hours and be fine.
Well, it's like evolving all the time, So it's evolved a couple of times, and it'll be
3 different strains now of it. I think something like that.
Oh, I think it's evolved 8 times. I thought they have 8 different strands.
I think there's 8 strands in the U.S. There might be more than that.
Jesus.
I know when Trump's been bragging about his big fallback for his handling of the viruses. Well, I shut down China, no travel, but when they did a bunch of testing of all the people infected in the U.S., like the vast majority was actually a strain from Europe.
Yeah, because that's the one that was going around in New York.
Yeah.
Right.
Straight out of LaGuardia.
How do you think everyone's doing out in Grand Island?
I think they have more cases than Douglas County right now.
Yeah. Well, and guess what's all out there?
Meat packing plants.
Yeah, buddy. Chase nailed it.
He knows all about that meat packing.
I got family over there.
Are they all right?
Yeah, I think so.
Think so.
But yeah. It sucks. I want this shit to be over with.
Yeah, I know. I miss calling you and saying, "Hey, let's go to Tracks or something, get a beer."
Yeah.
See your girlfriend.
So that was your girlfriend.
Yeah, it's his boyfriend.
Nah, I don't like girls with dicks.
What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do if there's no football?
We're gonna have to play football.
Or sacrifice myself for the economy then.
Would that be your line, Derek? Like, fuck it. Let's do this.
This is for the economy. You've already won a Super Bowl. I've peaked.
Basketball and baseball, who gives a shit, right? But you're gonna cancel football? Fuck it. Let's go.
Aren't they? I heard there was people betting on like the video games. You know how they can play by themselves? Team?
Yeah.
People were betting on that.
Oh, there's been a bunch of sports teams across all sorts of different leagues. All the players are holding big charity tournaments together and whatnot. And yeah, people betting on all that. Marble racing.
Yeah. Wonder what else are they doing?
Have you seen how some of the NASCAR drivers are like driving virtual race cars?
Yeah,
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
one guy get suspended from virtual racing for saying something racist?
Yeah, yeah.
What did he say?
Said nigger.
Oh, look it up.
Said the N word.
Did he? Or are you just saying that?
No, I heard it.
You just fart?
Yeah. I didn't want to say the N word, so I farted.
You said it yourself with
What
your
was his
butt.
name?
Oh, I don't remember. Let me. I might be able to find it here.
Kyle Larson deserves second chance after using racial slur.
What was the slur?
Loading.
He said loading.
Yeah. I don't know. Chase, did you actually see it?
I heard what he said.
It says the N word.
Yes.
You can't hear me. That was followed by the N word
But we did hear.
with his spotter.
No, he thought his mic on his car or something. He couldn't hear nothing, so he thought it was like completely out. He started freaking out and cussing me.
When he thinks no one's listening, he just starts dropping in bombs left and right.
Yeah,
That's just his
yeah.
regular chat.
Jeff, where are you going?
I had to go downstairs to the beer fridge.
I wish I had a beer fridge.
You could come over and have some beers out of the beer fridge if you want.
Maybe me and Katie will stop by later. I don't know.
When's
Yeah.
your next grill out?
When's what?
When's the next grill out?
I don't know. I got a ton of meat in my freezer right now. So
Yeah, it probably has coronavirus all
Bet
over
you
it.
do, Buffalo Bill.
look at that guy. Whoa.
Nice.
The rest of them's in your freezer, right?
What?
So the other half of the beer's in your freezer?
Yeah. Well, no, the other half of the deer is on the other side of the wall, dummy.
Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot.
Is some of it on the smoker too right now?
Do what?
On the smoker.
So I made a leg of lamb the other day. Turned out pretty good, but
Legoland.
leg of lamb.
Lego lion.
Bah, like a lamb.
Leg
Lego
up.
lion.
For dinner.
Lion.
Leg of lamb. Yeah.
Fucking
Did that on the rotisserie and then fucking started a little fire in a little flower pot, little terracotta pot. Smoked it a little bit. Turned it into Indian food. It was fucking delicious.
Sounds good.
Hey, you still got that golf course in your backyard?
Yeah.
You been
Added
hitting
a
it?
hole. We added a hole.
You been hitting it?
No.
You got like a chipping green in your backyard now?
Yeah, Chase fucking dug a hole right in the middle of my yard. Like, let's play.
I didn't tell him I was digging a hole. I just dug a hole.
It's like no regulation size or what?
It's not at all. I've seen
I
it.
finally put the clubs away the other day.
I went golfing last weekend.
From the other weekend?
Yeah, I had to put them away. I'm framing out the garage right now, so the basement's a fucking mess.
That's one of the projects of quarantine.
Yep, the bathroom's done, so I'm gonna get the garage framed out so that way I know where all my fucking tools are at, and I can have like a cigar smoking area in the wintertime.
Oh, nice. You little humidifier in there.
Yep.
Don't speak about winter.
Humidor.
Humidor. We're not Spanish, Derek. So yeah, cool. What other projects have people been working on during the quarantine? Go Chase.
Set.
What have you been doing? Did you get any
Make a
projects done?
I can't even go to the gym. I'm kind of pissed off. I try to work out at home. It's
You haven't made any more key holders?
no. I've been doing nothing.
That's nice.
I go golfing tomorrow. Actually, it's supposed to be like 70.
Sure, everyone's gonna be golfing.
Fucking screen off me.
Derek, what have you been doing? Projects.
I work on my couch all day long.
No, a project at home.
Yeah, I work on my couch all day long.
I've been
I haven't
masturbating.
lifted weight. My appetite has gone way down because I don't fucking move until I take my dog for a run after working.
You been jerking?
From home.
Yeah, I've been jerking.
You been jerking your gherkin a lot?
I just get up, I lay on the couch, jerk for 8 hours, take my dog for a run,
Wow.
Ouch.
and chill.
Didn't we talk about a kid that jerked off like for hours and his dick fell off?
That was
Yeah.
fake.
Yeah, that was fake news, man.
Come on. Fake news, Chase.
That's like real.
I'm pretty sure that's because that's one you brought up.
I did buy some Lego sets. That's what I'll be working on once they finally get delivered.
Of what?
The coup de grace for me was Dom's 1969 Dodge Challenger Lego set from Fast and Furious 1.
Good.
It's about 2.5 feet long, I think. But I'll start. I'm hoping to actually work on my attic here while this is happening. So my dad, he's only basically working half the time he normally does right now. He works on at the Air Force Base, and they've basically had people running half shifts out there now. So I think we're gonna try and get together, and he's gonna help me do a bunch of house shit because he's just going crazy at his house, just drinking margaritas all fucking day long.
Fuck yeah.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. Except he's fucking drunk all the time.
So, have you been drinking more that you're home?
No, not really.
I feel like I have. More
Yeah.
whiskey.
I think in the last month and a half or so that I've been working from home, I think once I had a beer while I was still working, and it was at like 3:30 right before I got off.
I've been drinking a lot more liquor at home.
I've been drinking apple cider vinegar.
You better learn how to start brewing your own alcohol here pretty soon if this shit keeps up.
Chase, you got a UTI or what?
No,
Explain yourself.
I haven't been drinking much.
Why the vinegar?
Yeah, it's supposed to like detox you, I guess.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah?
Cleanses you out.
Get
Just like a teaspoon.
get the heroin out, right?
Do a whole shot.
That's what I've been doing.
It's disgusting.
I'll do it right now.
Let's see it.
All right. It's the good stuff.
Hey, that's what I use on my ribs.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's good stuff for ribs.
Yeah. Lane's got it too.
Trey, take a drink.
Shake
Cheers.
it.
You want to do one? Did you shake it?
Yeah.
Gross. You fuckers are gross.
Here you go, Jeff.
That's gonna make me throw up.
Cheers.
Yeah.
It's not too bad.
So who's put on weight so far? Jeff probably hasn't. He's outside working all the time.
No, I'm packing it on, but I've been drinking a lot.
I've actually been losing weight. I bet I've lost almost 5 pounds in the last month and a half.
Derek, start working out.
Well, I've been running, and my appetite's just dropped because I don't move all fucking day long.
Should probably start smoking more weed then.
Oh,
It's dropped. You think people would gain more weight if they're just sitting around the house?
Well, like I said, my appetite's gone down, so because I'm not moving, so I don't eat as much. So that's then add exercise on top. You know,
So you need to start exercising more so you'll be more hungry.
I run a couple miles every day, so that's a decent amount.
All
Or
right.
if you work out, you'll be ripped.
Well, that was what sucked when the gyms closed down. I was getting ready to get back into my lifting routine, not just the aerobics or not aerobics, whatever, cardiovascular shit.
Aerobic exercise. It's not
There you go.
aerobics, but yeah.
You do CrossFit?
I was doing all that biking. I was biking like about 12 miles plus every day. Then go run the dog when I got home.
You should do some
so
Pilates.
now I'm just running the dog for about an hour every day. So, but I got the husky, so it's not like a straight run. I basically do sprint walk cycles.
You hook up the sled for her the other night when it was snowing?
No, but she fucking loved it though. Every time it snows, she goes out in the back and does these jump twirls up in the air and just runs around like a maniac, rolls around in it.
That's crazy how much it snowed.
Is she sad that Burton's gone?
Oh yeah. She her and Burton used to wrestle quite a bit, and so now the last month or so, she hasn't been getting exposed to a lot of dogs. So now she's trying to like wrestle the cats constantly.
And the turtle.
You gonna get another dog?
We've been talking about it, so I'm sure it'll happen at some point.
Oh yeah.
Might get another bull terrier. Look at some huskies.
You can have Ted if you want.
Well, Katie,
You love that dog.
He's a fucking jerk. He likes Liz more than he likes me now.
Your dog?
Yeah.
We all like this more than we like you.
Well, duh, but the dog's not supposed to do that. You guys are assholes.
Is she a better master than you?
No, I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that she's been home for like the last month with him 24/7.
Yeah, he hasn't been kenneled. You kennel him, not her.
He doesn't have a kennel anymore. So yeah.
he ate it.
He's in the bed?
No, not in my bed.
All right.
The dogs have their own room with their own bed.
That's thoughtful.
Hey, it's the trade-off. Like, no dogs in my bed, but they can have their own bed.
Do they both sleep in it at night?
Sometimes, when it's cold out, they both sleep together. But when if it's not like drafty in the house, one usually sleeps on the couch, one usually sleeps in the bed.
Yeah, my dog. She'll get in the bed in the morning before I get up. She'll jump in and lay down there for half an hour. But she's a couch dog. She'll sleep there over the guest bed. I don't even think she lays in the guest bed. There's a couch in the guest room. She'll sleep on that usually.
Yeah.
Cold leather.
So, Derek, with you being home and with your dog and obviously cats, what would you say the animals are enjoying it?
Hey, I gotta go let Katie in.
Okay. See ya.
Yeah, they definitely enjoy it. Basically, everybody sleeps until about 11 o'clock. Then Neva gets up and she wants to play, and then all hell breaks loose. So as soon as that happens, then the cats want to start jumping on my lap and pouncing on my keyboard.
The cats do like it, though, you being around?
But they don't fucking leave me alone, dude. It's annoying as fuck. I'll be sitting there in a WebEx meeting just like we're doing right now, and all of a sudden a cat butthole just like shows up right in front of the camera screen.
That sounds
It's
nice.
not just me, though. Like almost everybody has a dog or a cat. So you'll be sitting there talking to somebody, and you'll get some animal butt just like, winking at you.
You should take a picture.
Oh, there's a lot of them that get floated around at work on our Teams chat.
Look at Jessica's dog's butthole. So let's kind of finish this up today with talk about when are we going back to normal?
Never.
Never? It's never going to be normal?
When there's a vaccine.
Which is like a year away.
And everyone has it?
No, well, I mean, I think so. I think there's two aspects to that, right? Like either I think the approach that the US is taking is we're just going to let the population be exposed to it. We're not going to wait for the vaccine. We're just going to get to that threshold to where the hospital system isn't going to be overwhelmed. You know what I mean? But we're just going to let it wash over the country, and what happens.
Well, you got to build up that herd immunity, you know.
Well, I mean, yes, but the vaccine could do that too. It's just we're not willing to deal with the financial
People
pain.
get brain chips implanted though from Bill Gates.
Hey, I'm tired of swiping my card, but I just want to fucking think about it and get, buy something.
Well, it's not that advanced yet. It's just tracking you, essentially, though.
Oh, well, whatever.
Bill Gates.
And I mean, what's tracking going to do that your cell phone doesn't already do? You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy.
Well, the scary thing I think about that type of stuff, though, is they can mark you as, are you immune or not? So can you imagine like going to a public place and they're scanning people? You don't have immunity. You can't be here. You got to go home. You know, you're not even allowed to go out in public anymore until you get something done to you. You know, could be like a barcode tattoo or something stupid or some implant in your hand.
Not coming into this bar, you know.
But here's the other thing, right? Is like, even if there is herd immunity, there's a lot of reports out there. I mean, 150 cases in South Korea of the virus reactivating in people.
Yeah.
Like not reinfection, but reactivation. Like,
well, Fauci even talked about that. He was saying people that are immune now, you know, will probably just their natural antibodies that are created. You know, they only last for so long. Granted, your body can regenerate them or reactivate them quickly. But they don't last forever. They're only there as long as you need it, and they can reproduce them more quickly then after you've been exposed, but they don't last in your body forever, so you can get reinfected.
Right. So that's what I'm saying is like, so if you get it now, right, like, and you're going to have it for the rest of your life, like, what happens when you get to that danger zone? You know what I mean? And it reactivates and you die. Like, this one exposure could affect you for the rest of your life. Like, we don't know that yet. And we're going to play the game of where the, financial sting is too much.
Yeah. I mean, Trump already wants to reopen everything by the end of the month.
He only cares about that, though, for his reelection.
He wanted to reopen it at Easter.
Yeah, true. With no evidence.
Right. And that's what I mean. Like,
no, he had evidence. He had a gut feeling.
we need to test people for the antibody, right? Like, we need to see how many people have already had it. You know what I mean? Like,
they just had an article out. They tested something like 3,500 people, I think, in California. Just random people of the population. And they're saying that coronavirus is probably a lot more widespread than we even know right now. It tested way higher than they were expecting.
Yeah.
People that had antibodies in them. And so many people get it and they're asymptomatic.
Right. Right. Which is great. But like I said earlier, it's just like, you're asymptomatic now, but if it's a virus that you carry for the rest of your life and it can reemerge at any point and kill you.
Is it a reemerging virus or people just getting re-exposed?
Well, they're testing positive for the virus again.
Reactivated.
Right.
Essentially, it was living in you, just like not taking over, but reproducing.
That Chris Cuomo guy from CNN, he's had it for, I think, over 2 weeks now, but he's kind of had these ups and downs where he's like, I'm getting better. I didn't have a fever for 2 days. And all of a sudden the fever came back. And, like, were they ever completely over it? Or did, they were winning the battle for a while and then lost a few rounds?
Yeah, I don't know the answer to that. Like I said, it's crazy. We don't know the answers to it. You know what I mean? And that's why taking every precaution we can take is the way we should go. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I mean, whatever. If 100,000 people die right away, like, that's a travesty. You know what I mean? But if we've exposed the entire U.S. population to a virus that, we can't get rid of and is going to shorten life expectancy by 10 years, was that worth it?
Yeah, for the economy, man.
Yeah, for the economy.
Unless you're paying into the tax system, contributing to the economy.
Well, you can't pay in if you're dead.
True. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's less money.
Yeah. But you're also less of a drain, right? Like if you don't get too old, then fucking this fucking camera sucks. Damn.
No, it's just a mustache.
Just reverse.
I couldn't get the mustache in there. It's too big.
Thank you for making sure the mustache got in there.
Yeah. It's my most prominent feature.
I don't know where Jace is. So, yeah,
Yep.
hoping at least by the summer, though, like there's some events going on, like bars are allowed to have
10 people.
people or whatever.
How
You
many?
know what they need to do is get like the what is it called downtown? You can get on those bicycle mobile bar things, and bike around.
Oh, yeah.
They need to do something like that. They just go through neighborhoods like the ice cream man, but just handing out drinks, hang out at a place for half an hour, go to the next neighborhood.
Wow, that'd be really cool. Especially, if you couldn't drive to it, you just like had to live
Mobile
nearby.
bar. It would be a true car bar.
Car bar.
They need to have more drive-through bars. That's what they need.
Just drive through stores in general.
I went
Well,
to Abelardo's today.
You did?
Yeah.
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
I had right before I came up here and did the podcast.
Oh, I thought you were cooking Mexican food.
No, I don't cook Mexicans.
Just eat them.
I'm not a savage.
All right. Sorry. Didn't know. So, what else do you have to trash, Jeff? What's on your mind lately?
Nothing really, man. Just this COVID stuff. Like, we went and looked at a property tonight, a little apartment complex, little 3-unit thing. But it's just,
To buy it?
yeah, it's hard to make any decisions right now because there's so much going on.
What's up?
There he is.
Say hi to Katie.
Hi, Katie.
Hey, sun's going down. You're only halfway lit now.
I'm about to get all the way lit after this show.
Damn, fucking lit already.
Yeah, it's true. Well, you guys need more apple cider.
No.
I'm really lit off of that.
Hey, you know what really detoxes you?
What?
Fucking water.
Yeah.
And niacin.
With
Sure.
lemon.
Oh, fuck that.
I OD'd in niacin one time.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
OD'd? How'd you OD?
I'm gonna go get some water. Hold on.
I had to get cleaned up for a random drug test at work back when I was in college. I think Lane remembers this. They told me at the end of my shift one day, like, hey, you got a drug test tomorrow. I was like, fuck. So I get home with Lane. We're living at the house out in Wayne. And he was like, well, I'm going to fail. Let's get fucked up. Get there the next morning at work, and they're like, oh, yeah, you don't have to take the test till Monday. They couldn't get you in fast enough. And I was like, all right. So that whole 3 days that I had was pounding water, coffee, Gatorade. And then that weekend, a buddy had this massive jar, like gallon jar of daily vitamin pills, and they included 100% of your niacin intake. One night, I took 50 of those pills
What?
and drank a couple pots of coffee. I'm laying in bed, sweating, like shaking. I went over to my buddy's house, and I was like, dude, I can't fucking. I just sat there, and basically my skin was on fire for like 3 hours, and finally passed through me. And
Are you sure you didn't do meth?
Sounds like meth.
No, niacin does give you fucking red, itchy skin. It dilates your blood vessels and like fucking makes your skin feel like it's on fire.
yeah,
Yeah.
felt like a herpes.
Your whole body's a herpes. Yeah.
So we got a comment here from one Emily Mitchell. It says, "Bring back Teddy."
He ran off.
They
You
don't care
didn't want to
about
be
that.
on.
He did. He was tired of being locked in here. He was starting to bite me.
Go get Teddy. Katie wants to hear him.
He does hate you.
Yeah, he does.
Nice. All right. Well, anyone else got any other things they want to trash talk before we end it for tonight?
Employee-sponsored health plans suck for your work,
Yeah.
your national system.
You think we'll get universal health care?
No. There might be a big push for it. Maybe if Biden wins the presidency.
He won't even.
He wants to get bigger on Obamacare versus doing expanded or like taking Medicare or whatever, Medicaid.
He did say he was gonna look at expanding Medicaid or whichever one it is. I don't remember, but he did. Like after Bernie endorsed him, he said he was going to do that and student loan forgiveness.
All right. Medicaid for like the most, essentially.
I don't know what expanding it means. I don't know what that.
They want to basically use it and turn it into a universal health care plan, more or less.
Yeah.
And honestly, like I think you can get more people behind that, like baby steps towards it, as opposed to just fucking tearing everything up and starting over. Like that scares people.
Yeah. Well, and I think this pandemic though is going to make people realize, oh shit, though we need to do something. You know?
Yeah, I mean, hopefully, but a lot like we've been talking about this whole time. A lot of people are in the boat of like, let's just get this over with. Let who's gonna die, and so I can get on with my life.
Yeah. All right. Get on with your life then.
I'm trying to just die already.
No. Trash Talk Omaha is staying alive. Staying alive. Staying
See you,
alive.
bro.
Oh. Did he die?
He just sacrificed himself for that economy.
Fuck.
I think his 401k just crashed.
I hope he's not really.
Tanner with the Wi-Fi.
I hope he's naked when it comes back on.
Yeah, that would be great, wouldn't it? Fuck.
My screen went chatter.
You
Just
see
ham, a jar of peanut butter, and Teddy. Oh, we're still on?
Like, oh, I thought I closed this. Oh man, I wonder if he did just like close his laptop or something. Refresh, motherfucker.
He got mad about something.
Well, that sucks. See you, naked Jeff. Yeah, he's gone now. He gone.
All right, well, let's wrap it up then, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to just like
After tool.
leave him hanging like that if he's gonna come back. Give him one more second.
Jeff's
As soon as he gets on. Bye.
Hey,
Maybe he did just leave. I don't know. I bet he had to pee.
I bet he got coronavirus and just
Maybe. All right. Well, I guess. Fuck you, Chase.
fuck you too. Peace out.
Let's do
sign
a
up to mail-in vote.
virtual hug.
Okay.
Don't strangle me. Virtual hug. Get out on this, Derek. Virtual hugs. No reach around.
Wait, you're not supposed to touch. You got to just a little elbow there.
Good night.
Later.
Okay.